We're coming to you from the Dubai Cloud and Datacenter Convention 2024, and joining me now is our special guest, Ms. Priyanka Nagpal, Director and Data Center Lead Consulting for Middle East and Africa at JLL. Welcome, Priyanka.
Thank you.
Let's start with what are we building in this region? Because there's a lot being built, and where are we building it?
Sure. So since 2024, with the AI growing rapidly and data center demand growing for the region, we have a lot of development that's going on around UAE and KSA, with these two being the prominent growth markets for the region. UAE has different catchments of Dubai and Abu Dhabi, which are seeing an upsurge in the data center demand, like Dubai Silicon Oasis, Dubai Internet City, which are in Dubai. These are running at full absorption of 90 to 100%. So that's a lot of growth. Along with that, you have bits and parts in Abu Dhabi, which is the Khalifa Industrial Zone, which is again running at a full occupancy. So you have a lot of new supply and new projects that are coming in these regions to cater to the demand. Similarly, in KSA, in Saudi, you have regions of Riyadh, Jeddah and Daman, which are the three key catchments or the three key zones of data center growth across the region.
Now, you mentioned AI. How would you say it is impacting the way we are building our data centers? What have you observed?
Sure. So I think AI is largely impacting a lot of design and construction needs that we as data center experts or as the data center industry need to look at from point of view of the design requirements of the facility. For example, AI has two aspects. It has an AI training and it has an AI inference. Now, depending on the model that you're using or the end use of the facility that it's being planned for, it needs high compute. So you need higher density racks, which changes the design of the building, where you need higher floor loads, you need advanced cooling, you need other different aspects to cater to the feasibility of these high density compute, as well as you need advanced cooling systems. So different types of cooling system on lines of, be it liquid cooling, because air cooling is not something, or water cooling is not something that supports high compute. So your cooling demands completely change when you're looking at design.
But the Middle East is one of the hottest geographies in the world. What kind of cooling changes are you seeing here?
So definitely, I think Middle East is one of the hottest, and you rightly said. So with cooling, you have different technologies that you use for a traditional data center or an enterprise data center, where you look at a cold aisle containment. You're not cooling the entire facility, but you're cooling the racks or the space that is generating that much amount of heat, to keep it a hybrid based model, wherein when you have a higher rack density, you're using liquid cooling, and whereas when you have the traditional racks of a 6 kVA or an 18 kVA, you're using a cold aisle containment solution.
I see. Cooling also brings a lot of elements of sustainability, because all of this requires a lot of power, and there has been this push to get this power from renewable energy sources. Even here in the Middle East, ever since COP28 was hosted, we have been hearing that conversation. So how have you seen them walk the talk on sustainability?
Sure. So data centers are very high power guzzlers, and with these power guzzlers, you need cooling. So the two elements that we spoke on is water, energy, and power. So because of these elements, it is highly important to future-proof the data center for achieving sustainable goals that the company would have or the businesses would have with respect to a net zero carbon by 2030 or 2040. What is the goal of the organization? Because of this, you need to look back or step back in your business and look at how would you be compensating or giving it back to the society on lines of the power that you're consuming for the data center. So you have many data center operators, many international companies taking some conscious calls around how do you look at giving back to the power grid with respect to solar panel implantment and other alternate uses such as the green energy or the clean energy, and how do you use this clean energy to back up your data centers.
Perfect. Priyanka, earlier today you were a member of an all-women panel on AI, and you have been interacting quite a bit with W.Media. In fact, in our latest magazine, we have carried your quotes as well. So I was wondering if you could describe your experience with us.
Sure. So I think W.Media overall, I share a very good relationship with you. It is so good to connect with such knowledgeable people and such knowledgeable industry experts. So I think the event has been broadly, so I have attended your events across for India, APAC, as well as this region. And I think it's very well organized, and you have key decision makers which are a part of your events, which makes it very easy to look at the to have multiple business meetings, and also on lines of looking at potential business collaborations. So I think thank you very much, W.Media. I think it's a great opportunity for us also for the platform that you provide for data center events.
Thank you so much for joining us. This was a wonderful interview. Thank you.
Wonderful meeting you.